Welcome. Good evening. I'm Miss Jill, and this is In the Know. I'm going to call it Entrepreneur Mini Edition. We have been talking about entrepreneurship a little bit, and tomorrow we're going to go in depth a little further. But tonight I have some guests on the show, which we're going to get to shortly. But first, let's go ahead and watch a brief video that talks a little bit about entrepreneurship.
Most people only pay attention to the final product of a successful entrepreneur. They say things like, I can never be like them, or they got lucky. What most don't see is what they've overcome. All the struggles, the daily rejections, the heartaches, the betrayals, the rumors, the criticism, the empty bank account, and all those lonely nights while trying to make their vision a reality. You see, the only difference between the one who quits and the one who doesn't is that they showed up every day. They worked hard every day. They hustled every day. They learned from a proven mentor every day. They improved every day. They did all this even though they felt like quitting every day. And eventually, they became who they are today.
Just a brief video describing entrepreneurship. So tonight, as I stated, we do have some guests with us. We have a longtime, can I say veteran entrepreneur without making it sound, that's fine, right?
Without making me sound old? Is that what you
Yes,
said?
because a veteran entrepreneur is a very good thing. So I have with me a veteran entrepreneur. Would you introduce yourself, please?
My name is Ramadan Abdulaziz. I am the founder and president of Blue Marble Inc.
Thank you. I have a decade-long entrepreneur. Could you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, my name is Marcos Cepeda, and we own Life and Balance Nutrition Club in Southgate Plaza.
Thank you. And I have a young entrepreneur who is, how old are you?
13.
13. And what is your name, darling?
My name is Xeriah Marie.
And Xeriah, what is your business?
I make jewelry.
Okay, what is the name of your business?
Jewelry by Marie.
Jewelry by Marie. So we do have some interesting people with us this evening. So just to jump in and get started, I want to thank you guys for being here with us. We do like to showcase entrepreneurs and businesses, especially local businesses. So first and foremost, Marcos, I know that we talked earlier and I had asked you if family was a part of your business, if your family helped with your business. And you said, my family is involved in everything that has to do with my business. Then you said, however, I have to give credit to my wife.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that in terms of, because I want to know how you got started.
Okay, yes, so this happened like more than 10 years ago. She have a nutrition club, just like the one we have now, but it was just a little smaller here on the same street, on Callahan Street. And I was just a regular customer walking to the small business, and I saw a lady there. You know, she was already owning this nutrition spot, and I really like her. But then, no, I really like her a lot, and then I started to get involved with her. But everything changed because she invited me to a meeting, and you know, this meeting changed my life because I heard someone's testimonial that you can grow more from your neck up than your neck from the bottom. And so all this like mission about nutrition and helping other people, it bring me to the life of my wife. Now she's my wife, but back then I was just a customer. And so I give it all the credit because strong women like her, you know, they start something with nothing. It's something you had to admire.
So she had the business first.
Yes.
So you got a wife and a business.
Yes, I got everything. Whole
You
package.
did a very good job.
Yes.
So you said you guys have been at your Pettit location for 6 years?
6 years, yes.
Okay, and that is in Southgate. What is that next to?
It's next to Kroger's.
Okay.
So you come out at Kroger's and you see right in front of you is a big sign, green sign. It's Life and Balance Nutrition, and they got some pictures in there about the shakes, the energy teas, and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to come back to you in a second, but
Okay.
first, I want to show what I am drinking here. Marcos, what did you say this was pink Starburst?
Yes.
So, yeah, as soon as you said pink Starburst, because I'm that person who will take all the Starbursts out and leave like the other ones for everybody else. So, this is an awesome drink and a great idea. So, we're going to come back to you in a second. I'm going to go over to Ramadan. Ramadan, what did you think about? A lot of times when we ask somebody how they get started in business, and we ask them if their, family is involved. I know a lot of cultures, bring their family in more than others. What do you feel as far as the importance of having his family involved in the business?
Oh, I'm envious because my story is very opposite from yours. So no, I think that it's absolutely important to have family. If you can invite them in and find a place for your family and your business, I think that you're on the right track. So you can't have anything else but success. That's true.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, let's go back to the jewelry. So you told us a story earlier. Everybody has something that happens in their life, no matter how big or small, that makes them have an aha moment. Like, I want to do this, I'm going to do this. You had an aha moment. And you are a very young entrepreneur. So to have an aha moment this early, you are blessed, because it takes some of us a very long time to have that aha moment. So go ahead and tell us, speak into the microphone and let us know what made you want to start the jewelry business.
I was at a vendor show with my mom, and the lady was asking her if there was other vendors at our church, and she told her no. And then she looked at my wrist and seen that I had a bunch of bracelets, and she asked me if I bought them. I told her yes. She said, why would I buy them if I can make them myself? So I started making them.
So from what I heard from your mother, you came home and said, I need some beads right away. And what did she do?
She got me some beads.
And then you started immediately on this, saying, if I am going to buy it, that woman was right. If I am going to buy it, I might as well make it.
Yep.
So then not only when you make it, you don't have to buy it, but you're selling it too, because you are selling this jewelry, correct? Okay. And you have a Facebook page.
Yes.
Okay. What is your Facebook page called?
Jewelry by Marie.
Jewelry by Marie. Okay. And can people purchase, where can people purchase this?
Usually on Facebook, Instagram.
Okay. Do you have any desire to be, when they're hiring, or not hiring, but for the vendors, for places like that? Is that something that interests you
Yeah.
down the line? Okay. Ramadan, back to you. Did you have a young aha moment? Right.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I did, but it was younger than that. Actually, about 2 years younger. When I became a paperboy, I was 11, and I realized that I could make money, just by being delivering a good service to the people that I knew on my street. I became a paperboy, and my brother, he teases me a lot. He's 7 years younger than I am, and he says, "Man, I remember you used to do those papers like it was a real job. Like you had a real business." I said, "I did have a real business. You guys took my money all the time, so I know that I had a real business." Because I was making money and everybody enjoyed it.
Absolutely. Family and support from family and friends is very important, and often lack thereof keeps someone from pursuing entrepreneurship. Do you feel like you had support from your family and friends with your business? Now we know that your mother supported, because right away she got you the beads.
Yes.
But as far as do your friends know that you do this? Do people at church know that you do this?
People at church do, a lot of my friends do, and a lot of family does.
Okay. Are they supporting as far as purchasing, or are they sharing things like that? Okay. Very good. Marcos, as far as support, let's talk about community support for you.
Okay.
With 6 years in your current location,
Yes.
do you feel like, I mean, obviously you're stable, so you must be feeling support from the community.
Yes, we feel really support. There's a lot of like our business is more like a lot of regulars, and I think it's the lack of promotion, the not let more people come in. So like basically our base is sustaining by just regular people that really support us.
Yes, absolutely.
A lot of those customers, they're not family people. They're just people that we meet at our location, and we
Amazing.
build relationships with them.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
and word of mouth is the best advertising.
Yes.
I want to go ahead and zoom in on this flyer here in a second. Life in Balance Nutrition, 208 East Pettit, and like he said, right by Kroger, they're in Southgate. But first, tell me what I see. You have drinks. I see you have fruit bowls. I see if a person were to ask you to describe your business in one sentence, what would your business be in one sentence?
It'll be like a protein bar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I would come to you if I was trying to be healthy or if I was working out. Why would I come to you for these things?
Because it's not just a regular shake. It's actually a meal replacement.
Okay.
So help you with your everyday nutrition, because a lot of people don't have that many choices to eat. It's usually just fast food.
Yeah.
But these one are shakes or bowls loaded with vitamins and protein too. So it's actually a meal replacement.
I love it. I
Yes.
love it. So that's why when you say you have your regulars, I mean, it's their meal.
Yes.
They're coming
Yes.
in for their meal. I'm not sure if you're close to my work or not, but if you had a French fry version, I'd probably be in there every single day.
We're glad to have you there.
No, everything looks delicious. What is in this Starburst?
So the Starburst is just the flavor that tastes just like that candy, the Starburst.
Okay.
But then it has green tea in there.
Okay.
So it's 85 milligrams of caffeine.
Ooh,
It's natural
okay.
caffeine. So it's real good. Tastes really good. Very
Okay.
popular.
Okay.
Yes.
And also I see on here some bowls. Like those look good to me. With the
Yes.
fruit, what else is in there?
Well, the base is has 24 grams of protein plus vitamins and minerals. So
Okay.
it's a meal replacement. And like the toppings is like strawberries, blueberries, granola, bananas, and honey. Some
Okay.
natural honey.
Okay.
Yes.
Very good. Very good. I'm going to go back to the jewelry. So something I noticed when I was checking out your page, Jewelry by Marie, I noticed that you had a cover photo that you had put up, I don't know, a week or two back, and it said limitless, just one word. Do you remember putting that up? Okay. What does that mean to you? You put that probably because it meant something to you. When you think of limitless, what do you think about?
You can do whatever you put your mind to.
You can do whatever you put your mind to. Can you say that one more time, a little louder?
You can do whatever you put your mind to.
She is a smart girl. So yeah, I ran across that, and I just wanted to know what that word meant. And let's say that there are younger people watching right now, and there's been something that they've wanted to do, or maybe like you, they're purchasing things that they know they can make themselves and sell. What would you tell someone your age? What has been hard about this? Because there have been things that have been difficult, right? What's something that has been hard?
When I do vendor shows and I feel like there's not going to be any sales, there usually is a lot of sales, but I just have to remember if there's not any sales, then there's always a next time.
You're absolutely right. And with the sacrifice and with the hard things, there are good things too. There are rewards. What is something good that has came about since you started doing Jewelry by Marie? Compliments on your work. I can already compliment you on the way you present yourself, business-like and professional. And some people go their adult lives and can't sit there poised like that. So I'm going to compliment you on that first and foremost. And is it possible to get a good shot of some of the jewelry here or the display? Because there are a lot of pretty things. On some of them, I don't know if you can see, but there are little charms. I saw there's a cross. You have some other charms on there as well. Can someone request something special to be on there? Okay. We just wanted to zoom in on that a little bit. Ramadan, what do you think about what Miss Marie just said, as far as you can do anything that you want for someone of her age.
Oh yeah, I mean, absolutely. You know, if that's your attitude about business now, you stand a greater chance of being successful very, very quickly, much faster than probably the both of us, because you have time, and you don't have the same kind of world pressures that we have. We have bills to pay.
Yeah.
You know, you've got at least 5 good years to ramp up your business and get launched without having to do the traditional or the what is believed to be the traditional college route. You do that if you want, but you don't have to do that because you have to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And, you know, we all have somebody that we look up to, whether that person be a business person or that person just give us the support and encouragement that we need to start our business. So, Marcos, I'm going to go to you. And do you have someone other than your wife who has kind of mentored both of you in business or encouraged you to continue maybe when things got difficult?
Yes, well, all the books that my wife been referral to me, and like right now I'm reading a book, this about Dr. Miles Monroe,
Okay.
and he's talking about the spirit of leadership, and so basically all the books they become my mentors,
Yeah.
and those are recommended by my wife. She's like, read this book, read that book, and I've been learning from those books.
I think I want to meet your wife. She
Yeah.
sounds like a good woman.
It is, yeah.
You have to bring her next time.
Yes.
Back to talking about struggle and sacrifice. All businesses, anyone who owns a business or starting a business, like I was, speaking with her, there are rewards and there are things that are very hard. What do you think has been the hardest thing in regards to owning a business for you this entire time? The most difficult?
Yeah, it will be, just communication with my wife, because
Okay.
you're trying to build something, and if things are not right in your family, things can go really it go down.
Right.
So, and sometimes to really get together is a good communication, and because the lack of knowledge and understanding is it's hard to understand things that she told me and things that I want to tell her.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it was hard to kind of get to a point where I do this, you do that.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a big process.
Yeah.
A big process, and it was a lot of pain, like emotional pain.
And with that being said, you've reaped some rewards, right?
Yes.
What would some of those rewards be?
But like now, my son, he's with me here, and then my daughter is like, oh, I love your relationship. You guys are perfect. So all the struggle is paid off, because we actually teaching our kids that you can actually be successful and have a good wife, and then be present,
Right.
with our kids. And a lot of people, I think they lack of that.
Yeah.
So I am grateful for that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And, you said something funny. My parents, when I was growing up, they always owned businesses together. My dad worked somewhere, then he retired. And then my mom already had the business. So my dad helped my mom with the business. I have never seen them fight so much. And mind you, they have been married, I think, over, I don't know, almost 60 years. Okay. So when they went in business together, my mom said, it's so hard to be in business with somebody all day and then go home to somebody. So she would kind of tell me the challenges. And like I said, they've been married forever. So they obviously made it through it and through it and through it. But I know that with it being amazing being business partners and in a relationship, it also makes it a little bit difficult sometimes, like you said. So yeah, thank you for that. Ramadan, what do you feel has been your biggest struggle through all of your ventures? If you had to choose one.
Now that is a really good question.
You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming to you.
Yeah, but it's all been struggle.
Be encouraging.
I would say that the one of the toughest struggles have been to continue to reinvent the business on an ongoing basis. I didn't tell you how long I've been in business. I started Blue Marble in 2001. And this is 2023, so that's 22 years in business. Every year you have to refresh and add more value to your business than you had before. As an IT consulting firm, especially being black in Fort Wayne, it had its challenges to convince people that we or this company had the IT knowledge and wherewithal to support their businesses ongoing. But we've had a lot of really good clients. Most of them have been repeat businesses, ready-made for a time. The Lutheran Foundation, the Wayne Township Trustees Office, the Fort Wayne Urban League. We've had them for years. So always, acquiring more knowledge and applying that to the service that we provided, and to reinvent the business each year.
Okay. And rewards?
Well, people ask me, how's your family? I said, well, they're doing better than I am. The rewards have been, certainly they live comfortably. Each one has been given an opportunity, including my wife, has been given an opportunity to go back to college and get their degrees. I paid for my undergrad degree and my master's degree after I left corporate America. So after I became full-time in my own business, a lot of the profit, a lot of the proceeds went to my own education. So I hold an MBA from Indiana University, and I'm also a graduate from Trine University.
Okay. Are you going to teach us? I see you brought some books.
Well, just like Marcos's wife had mentioned, there are a lot of books that people dedicate their lives to.
Yeah.
And so I brought a couple just to add some value.
Absolutely.
To the conversation. This book is, I thought this was really important because it's called Empowering Yourself, The Organizational Game Revealed. This is written by an African-American man who he worked for IBM, and he was basically trying to explain what life is really, how to understand life and how to get through life.
Okay.
Inside of it, he talks about a pyramid. This is that pyramid on the front, and he breaks life down into 7 layers. And he goes through education, the kind of cars, the kind of people you're around, the kind of house you live in, level of education that you have, etc. And they're all at varying levels. And when you're having those discussions with your wife or your significant other, it helps you kind of take a look and balance things out. It's not 100%, but this is a very good guide. So I definitely recommend this book. I recommend it to everybody.
Nice.
This one I thought was a very interesting one. This is called The Ebony Treasure Map. And this is by, and you played a video the last time I was here, by Myron Golden.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And Myron Golden he had a job, he lost it. He lived in New York, he and his wife. They lost basically everything. He got a job as a sanitation worker, got introduced to certain kinds of businesses out here, and basically what wound up happening is that he learned about how to be independent, how to be self-reliant, but he had to talk to people. He needed mentors. So what this is called the Ebony Treasure Map, and he's advocating that you find somebody that knows where the treasure is. Yeah. And then you have them show you the way. So this is what this is about.
Interesting. And
the last one is by Farrah Gray. I have quite a few books by Farrah Gray. And Farrah Gray is a multiple entrepreneur. This one is The Truth Shall Make You Rich. And he talks about, very just really getting rid of all of the language and just dealing with the business of business. Okay, so he doesn't have a lot of flowery words and content in here. He just talks about what is.
Yeah, thank you for that. I think, like you said, Marcos, I think books are important. Absolutely, you can always learn from books. Mentorship. Now, we know that you have some entrepreneurs that are close to you that may have inspired you a little bit. Would you say that you have people in your life that you look up to, that you consider mentors?
My parents.
Your parents mostly? Okay, very good. And they have definitely been supportive, sharing your things, all of that. If you could go to, again, could you state the name of your Facebook?
Jewelry by Marie.
Jewelry by Marie, like her page. Do you have a Facebook? Do you guys have a social media presence?
Yes.
Okay, where could people find you on social media?
We are at Life and Balance Nutrition and Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah.
On Facebook?
Yes.
Okay.